just had it in my hand. What's up, y'all? God's plan. Great minds. Great minds have purpose. Others have wishes. Whoa. Conversation. Let's have this divine conversation about that situation. Great minds. Let's talk about the minds manifesting. Let's talk about how you get more blessings. Whatever you desire more of. So that you ain't gotta what? You ain't gotta be worried. You ain't gotta have a spirit of overwhelm. You don't have to have the spirit of it might happen, it might not happen. Let me read this again. Great minds have purpose. Others have wishes. Tell me what that means to you. We are here doing what we do, y'all. Yes, right. We're about to have a meeting, and I just wanted to come in real quick and talk to you. If I get to talk to one person that's taking this seriously, listen, it's straight from the heart, behind the scenes. Great minds have purpose, others have wishes. Just as what Matisse said this morning. You know, and it's like one divine conversation can change your whole situation. So I don't know who this is for, but listen, keep knocking at that door. We already know what that more gathers more. So let me read it again. Great minds have purpose, others have wishes. I want you to tell me what that means to you. Because it's not about me. It's about us going to the next level, whatever we are at in any area of our life, every area of our life actually. Going to that next level. This reminds me of that next level. This reminds me, I even like to look at some cartoons. This reminds me when Gohan or Goku had to get to that next level. They're going against the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And they had to Saiyan up. You know what I'm saying? Which also connects to words, if you ask me. They had to get on a Super Saiyan. And if you ask me, this is what we got to remember. What am I saying? Am I speaking that life-giving word? You know what I'm saying? That's also connected to that faith. That's right. So once again, great minds, let the mind that be in Christ also be in you. Self-centered, not, Christ-centered, not self-centered. That's what this reminds me of. Thank y'all for answering. Great minds have purpose. Others have wishes. Listen, there's a difference between hard work and talent. There's a difference between hard work and talent. How many of y'all know that? Because a lot of people don't know that. And I had to remind myself, even when I want to get comfortable, yo, whatever you did in the past don't matter if you're not putting that work in today. You know what I'm saying? That's all I try to remind people. Talent don't. All right, that's right. And I hopefully you love big thinking too. Because that's where the source is at, you know? And make sure you also control that energy. Because remember, this is all about being able to use wisdom with your power. We just not trying to be in mad casual relationships. So then now we scattering our energy. When you understand this is how you build, this is how you get more. You just can't be throwing it all over the place, all over the planet, you know what I mean? And we also making a call out to the men, you know, to just step their game up as far as not letting, and I'm talking off of this presidency thing too, because one of these people is standing on this abortion thing. And listen, a lot of people out of ignorance have been playing into that conversation. And we got to get in alignment. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to speak without speaking about it, but we got to get in alignment because a lot of us was unaware, depending on your age level, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of us was unaware. They legalized a lot of different things, and sometimes we just go with those things versus know the inner things, you know about that inner conversation. And it's one thing when you don't know, but when you know, you got to go with the flow. You got to go with righteousness, holiness. You know what I mean? Step it up. That's what it's all about, stepping it up. Step up. And it's all mental first. Not on the out. Everything is on the end. For all of us. Step it up. That's right. Thank you, because that's right here what this is saying too. Great minds have purpose. Others have wishes. And this also connects to your faith level. Because when you think bigger, you're going to do bigger things. You're not going to talk yourself out of doing those things that you need to do for your business, for your kingdom business, whatever you desire more of. You're not going to talk yourself out of it. No, I can't do it. And all those other things that connect to that. Doubt, worry, I just said doubt, unbelief, all of those other things, double-mindedness. We don't do those. You got a beg versus commanding prayers. You know what I mean? And I have my share, so I'm telling you from personal experience. Manifesting one-on-one in Christ. Listen, if you want more, you got to speak more. You got to get your prayer language up. You know what I'm saying? Which is also connected to your mind. States of mind, that's right. Mental state. Listen, when you go to the nitty-gritty of it, if a person's speaking defeat, they already defeated. Let me say it again. If a person is speaking defeat, they already defeated. I don't care if they trained for freaking 4 years for that fight. If they speaking negativity, if they speaking destruction, what you think gonna come out of that? I don't care how much physical training they did. It don't freaking matter. If the mental calisthenics is not there, fight already over. Mike Tyson used to use a lot of different strategies to defeat his opponent. Intimidation. Oh, yeah, now you're talking. Is that Alan Watts? Is that Alan Watts? That's what I'm talking about. Listen, you got to be awakened. And listen, you got to read. When I was a teen, I didn't like to read. Why? Because in the educational system, it didn't empower me. Where I was at, getting my, youth public schools, it was no encouragement. I did get some here and there, and also I got more in college. Yes, definitely in college. But what I'm trying to tell you is I did get some in junior high school as well, certain classes. Certain other classes, the empowerment factor was not there. You know what I'm saying? So just me knowing that at a certain age level, sometimes the fun go out. Kindergarten might be cool and fun. ABCs, 1, 2, 3s with the music and all that. But at some point, sometimes it's just get boring. And it just reminds me how that's not the best way to learn. The best way to learn is to remember, as a man thinketh. Oh, James Allen, thank you. I said Alan Watts. That must be another book. But yeah, Think and Grow Rich. As a man thinketh. These are the things, listen, we got even something that we're going to be implementing that's dealing with these things that Think and Grow Rich books that should be in every school. Unfortunately, it's not. So listen, if it's not, this is why I had to add it into this Black Belt Lessons, because this is how we protect self. Knowing self, speaking life about self, which connects to the self-image, and this quote right here that I got from drinking my tea this morning. Now, before I drank the tea, I was drinking something else that I was not supposed to be drinking. So let me give you this other thinking tip before I check this comment. Partial obedience is still disobedience. If I don't deal with that coffee that I shouldn't have been drinking, even if I drank half of it, that's still partial obedience. So now what happens is, now when my blood pressure go off and on, I already know what it is, because I didn't have self-control. So what I'm trying to tell you is, for the men who like the big women, the guy said I like big women, all right. Well, just don't be trying to have 5 and 6, you know what I mean? Because when you respect yourself and you respect her, you get more that you attract more of that to you. You know what I mean? And that's dealing with self-control. That's dealing with you being able to also have more energy to put your energy in the right places so that you can continue to build. So this was a great quote this morning. People can use multiple emotional states of mind modes in combat, depending on the individual. The efficiency of different mind states can be different. Yes, that's right. Triggers. This is very similar to sports triggers. And some people are not educated about it. And at one time I wasn't too much either. But once again, you have to be able to know how to have those mental calisthenics or triggers, whether you want to get bigger or you want to get better in your self-defense faster, wiser. You know what I'm saying? You got to start with one, eliminating the fear factor. Eliminate that fear factor, and all that other stuff come next. You know what I'm saying? The blocks, the pops, the sweeps, you know what I'm saying? The conditioning, all that's next. All that's second. Deal with the mental calisthenics first for the purpose of self-defense. If you're just going to compete, I would say do the same thing too. But I mean, that's up to you, because some people got it both ways, or before they got in the class, if you was like me, you had a mother who gave you some principles, some creeds, you know what I mean? Some Bible principles that help you to remember that I gotta believe, and I know I'm going to receive. You know what I mean? Whatever I desire more of, even to the point of protecting myself. You know what I mean? The poem, which poem is that people can use? Which poem? This one that you just shared? Was that from the Art of War? Yes, I read a lot of different poems from the Eastern and Western philosophies. Great minds have purpose, others have wishes. Washington Irving, I think that says. Yeah, Irving. Let me just check this meaning. Okay, I got time. Yeah, so listen. Today we were talking about the mind. Great minds. You know, talent is not enough. I don't care if you was nice with your hands, self-taught and all that. That's not enough, because I had an uncle who was nice. He would lace you up like you just had your favorite beans and rice. And unfortunately, one time he had a fight and he didn't have his conditioning where he needed to have it. And what happened? He was struggling. Bruce Lee had the same situation. One time he had a situation and he should have ended the fight very quickly, and he didn't. And what happened? Then he started taking his conditioning more serious. You know what I mean? He started letting a lot of other things go from traditional. What's up, brother? Peace. What's good? How you feeling? Huh? Oh, nah. I lost my car yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I went over here. I helped two brothers out. Next thing I left out. I'm like, where the joint at? So I must have dropped it.
One on that.
I dropped it somewhere.
One on that.
Yeah.
Turn it off?
Yeah. But I'm gonna look around. I probably threw it down somewhere, cause I was heading over to teach the class over here, and I threw it down somewhere.
So when you gonna be free?
I'm getting ready to head to a meeting and then go over here and probably on Friday, Thursday or Friday, tomorrow or Friday. I just got a whole new schedule, so I'll definitely text you once I confirm some classes.
7. They predicted my surgery for the 7th. But if something come up sooner, they're gonna call me before then to let me know.
Okay.
So I'm predicting it.
So keep me posted. Yeah, my brother, and just stay on your push-ups.
But I've been, you know,
I know. I see them arms pumping up. I see them arms.
Man, I was surprised.
I see them arms pumping up.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for this. All right, my brother. I'll give you a call if I find that card. All right. Okay, y'all. So you're gonna pay for what? Let me see what y'all saying over here in the comments. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna check that. Hey, you're gonna pay for this and that. All right. So I don't know who that message is for, but this is the Life Channel. Okay. This is the Life Channel. We talking about your mind. If you want more from it, all right. We talk about life things, life-giving things. We talk about love. If you believe in the power of love, and you know you want more for yourself. So once again, we have to think right so that we produce right. You cannot, 0 plus 0 is going to give you another 0. So let's not get it twisted. On this channel, we are talking about whether you want to get more muscle on your body, if you have to defend yourself, or you want to take care of your health. If you don't do anything, then guess what? Lay in the bed for a freaking month and see what it feel like. If you do that almost for about 6 hours a day and you don't go exercise, you don't eat right, you don't think right. Just like the guy who went on the super size me diet, McDonald's diet, they told him if he don't get off that diet, guess what? You take off that last letter of the word T and you already know what it be. And a lot of people are not understanding when we talk about the enemy and Satan, we are also talking about negative energy. So we got to get off of that negative mindset, that low bar, that lack mentality. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. There's a lot of brothers that's leaving the earth realm because what? Not taking care of self, taking they joint all over the place. No. You're supposed to have a wife, not 600 wives, you know what I mean? One of the brothers in the scripture even made a whole lot of mistakes with all these concubines and all that stuff there. What I'm trying to say is we got to use wisdom. We got to have self-control. You know what I mean? Just because you could do it, no. Do the hard right versus the easy wrong. Just because they throwing it at you, don't mean that you're supposed to be stabbing everything. You know what I mean? Discipline. If you're a boxer, you know what I'm talking about. You got to fight in 30 days, and you trying to get it in every other week or 2 times a week with your girl. Sorry, you're going to have weak knees, and then when you get knocked out, then you're going to know why. And pick your pants up. How you going to be in a fight? All I got to do is drop your freaking pants since you already got it down. And what's going to happen? You're going to be looking like a clown with your pants down, and then he going to lace you up real quick. You know what I mean? And now you looking like, what happened? Your pants was down. You know what I mean? If you had somebody around probably already looking, pull your freaking pants up so that you can fight better, so that you can focus better. You got your pants down so your balance is even off with your temple, with your body. Pull your pants up so that you're looking like a business person. You never know who's looking at you and want to put you on. But sometimes we just, we adapt to society, ways of dressing, society ways of walking and talking. We got to get out of that. Now, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just trying to tell you what a lot of people don't know, that they brainwash are doing. I had my share, trust me. I had my share, so I'm not, condemning nobody, but it's a time for everything. You know what I mean? And when you know better, you got to do better because you want better for your family, your grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? We getting tired of seeing people shot down, held down, being in prison because, come on, the enemy just take it. That's what he does. You know what I mean? Goes back to the mindset. So I drink my tea, and you know what it be. Myself. I can't judge nobody because some people are set in their ways already. And I'm looking at the comments now. They set in their ways, and if people are set in their ways, they got to want to change and see how transforming by renewing their mind is going to help them a lot. That's right. The Bible tells us that you renew your mind. This is how you transform. This is how you get more. You know what I mean? For those who are just coming on, great minds have purpose. Others have wishes. Let me check some of the comments. Truth. Yeah, man. It's all about the truth. I see Yeshua is the way, the truth, and the life. That's right. The way, the truth, and the life. Yeah. Well, you know what? The main thing is you take the Smith and Wesson and you got to deal with any negative, toxic beliefs. Stinking thinking. Yeah, definitely. You got to shoot those down so that you can build. So even when you see the letters G-O-D, let me hit you with another jewel. Generator, operator, destroyer. So when you know your mind, you're able to shoot down those things that might be trying to slow you down. But remember, this is a spiritual battle. So we ain't got to be, get your gun license and all that. But the main thing, this is about self-defense and not just shooting to shoot just because we feel like we better now because we got a gun. No, We don't have to go for the head. We don't have to go for the heart. We ain't got to shoot 100 times. You know what I'm saying? If the situation is not that, up there. But the main thing, you can shoot them in the toe. You seen that Eddie Murphy movie where somebody got shot in the toe? Shoot them in the leg. You know what I mean? Yeah. If the situation is not up there like that, why do they always shoot to kill sometimes? They might be getting a thrill. They might be so afraid, or they might be taught to do that. I'm talking about the popo. Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's why we got to pray, so that they have their hearts in alignment, or get somebody else in the community that can hold that down until they get there. They used to do that in the Jewish community. Yeah. They have a certain sect of law enforcement. They used to deal with situations, and then when the police got there, they'd take it from there. Many people don't respect firearms, just like they don't respect their own discipline, and they're more likely to have incidents of self-harm. Yeah. That's facts. The respect level got to be there. Losses. I'm voting for Kamala and Sagindale. Listen, if you voting for her, use wisdom. Make sure you pray on it at least. That's all I ask. I challenge you to pray for it. Because if she's standing for that abortion thing, I'm just saying, we got to get our mind up. Because they legalize certain things and we think it's okay. Every woman on the planet that get that stuff is not dealing with, that R word, that RAP word. And you got to remember the last letter. If every woman on the planet is not dealing with that type of situation, what the freak are we doing? We are not focused. Every woman on the planet do not get that rape situation. So what the freak are we doing? You know how many doctors came out and said that they did it to a woman who was 7 months, even more than that? We got to stop it. We got to stop the nonsense. Get in alignment. You know what's not of God. Come on. We got to get in alignment, yo. And if she's standing on that, come on. You got to open your freaking eyes and see. Everybody got the gift of gab when it comes to getting one of those joints. Getting in one of those places and then don't do nothing once they get in there. And then when you see some of the stuff that they was talking about they was going to do, they not really standing on it. But they doing more of this. Come on, y'all seen it 1,000 times. Get in there and then don't do nothing. So we gotta pray, and we gotta use the brain. You know what I mean? And pray. I'm trying to tell you, because listen, it's not rocket science that every time we talk about Trump, people just focus on the negativity and never see what positive. I did it myself, so I'm telling you. We seen a little stuff they put out there, so then we judge him. He ain't nobody. I don't like him. And then we say all of these other thinking things like I did. Even if he did a lot of positive things we never heard about. Or if we did hear a little bit, we just tuned it off. I'm going to focus on the negativity. So of course, if that's what you're doing, you're going to go for this other girl. You know what I mean? My thing is, balance it out. See what other stuff that they might have not told you about her. She not going to tell you all her dirt. Come on. We got to step the game up. That's what I had to do. I'm willing to say when I'm wrong, and I'm just saying. If we don't do that, then we just stay in there, and brainwashing, propaganda is real. So you better stay on your prayer. You better stay on your face. Stay on your knees. You know what I mean? I got a meeting, y'all, but I thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I got a meeting, business meeting, but I appreciate y'all so much for your heart, letting me know about the way. That's all we got is the way. And anything else, come on, ain't helping. Let the mind that be in Christ also be in you. Okay? Make sure you move with purpose and keep on pushing. Don't forget your push-ups. All right? Let me get to this meeting. They waiting for me, okay? Peace and a whole lot of love energy. You got this. Let's go. Thank y'all.